And I'm Jenny.
And we're the Shady Tree Stitches. And we're very excited to be here for our first ever split video. Hopefully this will become a regular routine for us because I've been talking about it for a while.
Yes.
So Jenny and I finally got together and finally worked out some technology. It's a little bit different. My lighting's a bit dim. You can turn it up there. Is that better? You can see me.
Ah.
Much better. But it's right in my face. Anyway.
Yep.
Got a shadow on my head. There you go. How's that? That's just really weird. All right. So basically, we're here to share with you our stitching progress back to a bit of sense of normality after my crazy mania, which I shared with you guys last video. I know, Jenny, craziness, but I enjoyed it. You ever going to do a mania, do you think?
Not with my lifestyle the way it is at the moment. I don't have time.
No, I'll be happy with you just doing more stitching. That's going to be awesome. So your maniacness is just to do some stitching.
Yes,
which is good.
And I was jealous of all your new starts, so I had to have at least one.
Good. So what have you been stitching? Show us.
Okay, so my one new little start, because you kept showing all of your new ones, and it's like, I want to start something new. So I have started. It's a Mill Hill, just a little sampler.
No.
And I have done a little bit.
Well, you have started. That's good.
I have started.
That's a true mania start by the looks of it.
Well, it was one night, and I did that much, and then because it's dark, well, it's darkish fabric, and the light wasn't great, so I stopped.
So what sort of fabric is it?
It's the one that came with the kit. It is 28 count linen. It doesn't tell me what colour.
Nice.
Yes, but we do have a long weekend coming up, so hopefully I can do some stitching.
Well, you realise on this long weekend we have the 24-hour stitching challenge happening. And you can join in the 24-hour stitching challenge and stitch for as much or little as you want and be part of the challenge. All you got to do is post on the Facebook site. And last time she ran it, I did 17 out of 24 hours, which was impressive.
What?
Yeah. This time, 17 hours straight. This time, I'm not quite as crazy. I'm planning to do 24 hours, but she's done it over 48 hours.
Okay.
So you can stitch for 24 hours within that 48 hours, so you can still get some sleep, which I really found hard last time because it starts at 4 p.m. American time and on Friday night, and it goes through, like it went through to 4 p.m. American time Saturday night. Right. But for me, last time, because of daylight saving, that was 7 a.m. Saturday morning till 7 a.m. Sunday morning, which is great for me being a weekend. But it meant that my tightest part was towards the end. Like, I don't know, I stayed up to about 2 or 3, I don't know. I did a good effort. But then I had to go to sleep for the last bit. But one of my Virtual Stitches friends actually stayed up the whole 24 hours, and she spent 17 of that with me on Virtual Stitches. So we're going to be jumping on Virtual Stitches for as much of that 24 hours as possible. I think it's we're actually doing a live Facebook broadcast, so people can join us and watch us. We can only fit 10 people in the chat room at once, but people can watch us on YouTube, which would be really cool. And so maybe you might want to join us on the YouTube watching. And you can feel like you're sitting with someone. Yeah, even if it's just for an hour or two. See how you go. What else you got?
Okay, so I've done a little bit more on my Poppies one that I think I showed when we had our Stitchy weekend. So it's getting close.
Oh, wow. Look how much you've got left.
A little bit more to go, but getting there. And the really good thing about this, once I've finished doing all the crosses, that's it. There is no backstitch.
Yay!
Done.
Oh, that's great. I love that one.
Very close. Yes. And then once I finish that one, then I can start the lavender one that's the same designer.
Yeah, make that up.
Now, one that I've got, it's not exactly cross-stitch, but most of my cross-stitch ones, like that one, it's getting to be quite fiddly, so it's difficult to do while I'm watching TV. So I wanted something a little bit easier for while I was watching TV. So I have a tapestry of, let's see if I can get the whole thing in one go. There we go.
Yep, London. telephone box.
Yes. So I've been working on that. It didn't come with.
Hold it closer so we can see what you worked on.
So I've gone all the way down that side and then big chunk here in a little bit of the telephone box. It didn't come with colours, and sorry, it didn't come with any thread, and the pattern instructions, it was a bit vague about, like, it had numbers, but it was a bit vague about what brand or what. Anyway, finally worked it out, but the numbers that it had on the pattern, it had 10 different colours, but these little squares down here, there are 11.
Oh.
And one of the colours on the printed thing, if I bought that actual colour, it was green. And I'm sorry, but there's no green. There's some brown and grey, but there's no green. So I don't know what colour anyway.
There's no cross-stitch fleece. You can do what you want.
Yes. So I've been doing that. And then an old WIP that I want to get started on again, maybe when I've finished doing the ones for the 2 nephews that I'm working on, which I haven't done anymore, so I'm not showing them. But this is another Theresa Wentzler one. I should show you the picture first. So it is the Castle Sampler. I've had it for a very long time. I bought it in England about 25 years ago, I think. And at the time, it cost me £40, which was an absolute fortune. So that was like $80 or maybe even $90 at the time, and that was 25 years ago.
Can you pull the picture out of the plastic?
Oh, okay. Hang on. It's still going to be a bit shiny.
Yeah, that's better. Now I can sort of see it. Come closer.
Yeah.
Gosh, look at that. That is so intricate.
It took me 2.5 hours just to sort the threads when I first started it. Because it's Theresa Wentzler and she likes doing all the tweeted colours, and I didn't have enough like hanks to, well, okay. So I made up my own colour thingies. And I didn't have enough to have all the different combinations that she's done. So yeah. So I've got lots of sort of notes everywhere on each of those bits of cardboard. What are the colours and things? But I have done a fair bit. So I have done the middle border and some of the castle.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So this at the time was my biggest piece. I think the other Theresa Wentzler one, well, this one might still end up being a little bit bigger, but the Peaceable Kingdom one that I'm working on is probably going to be similar kind of size.
You don't like doing just easy ones, do you?
Sometimes.
Like
the easy.
Yeah.
No half crosses, no quarter crosses, no backstitch. And well, this one has there's a few specialty stitches and lots of beads. Going close, you can see there's lots of gold, and there's 5 different colours of beads. But you know, something a little bit different. So yeah,
cool.
That's about it.
Okay, well, I've been very busy. Now that I have so many projects, I ended Mania with 30 projects.
Oh, so you finished one?
I finished one totally. I've had full finishes of the Souths.
Right.
But they weren't fully finished because they won't be finished till December. Because I don't have the pattern.
You finished that set.
I still have that project to go, even though I finished the monthly bit. So I was very excited on Saturday, being the 1st of June. Well, originally I was going to jump straight into one of my projects from Mania and continue with that. But I actually got a really great Stitchy Kindness in the mail during Mania. I've got lots of Stitchy Kindness, but this one I have to talk about first because it's now a WIP. And the lovely Aussie stitcher Belinda, my lovely friend from Western Australia, she sent me this gorgeous
Ooh.
Mirabilia. Alice. There you are.
Pretty.
Isn't she gorgeous?
Very pretty.
I've actually never stitched a Mirabilia before, I don't think. I know I've bought some, but I don't think
I know I've got some, but yeah, I haven't started any of them yet.
No. And I know what I've got in my storage shed stash, but it's more like this style. A lot of Mirabilis are those little fancy fairies and whatever, and that's not really my style of thing.
No, but I think I have the I don't know if it's the Snow Angels or the Sandcastle one.
And I've got a Christmas one with them dancing around a Christmas tree, I think, as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, they're all in my storage shed stash, and I'll find them next year. Exciting news on that front. I have a block of land now. I actually own the block of land, and the plans for the house are in council. So a month or so, we might be able to get started. So not only did Belinda give me the pattern, which is brand new. She never stitched it. She bought it for her daughter and then decided that she didn't want it. She also gave me the entire pack that goes with it.
Very good.
And the Caron water lilies.
Ooh.
That go with it, the specialty threads. Hey, wear them like pigtails. Anyway, I'm crazy tonight. So she sent me all of that, which was incredibly kind of her. She's just wonderful. And I'm trying to work out what I can send her back because she doesn't really need any of my stitching stuff. So that actually became my new start for the 1st of June. And she also sent me a couple of cute needle minders. See that beautiful little Alice one?
Ah.
So this is my progress.
Oh, that's quite a lot already.
Yeah, 402 stitches before what I did today. So on Friday I did 402 stitches, which was part of my Magical Stitches pop-up homework. They had a pop-up event. We had to do something to catch Rita Skeeter, and so she wouldn't get her story out. And so everyone in the house had to stitch as much as they could, and all the stitches were combined. And if we reached 15,000 stitches over the 2 days in our house, we got rid of her. And they just released the results today, and all 4 houses did an awesome job. In Hufflepuff, we got to about 23,000 stitches before we realised we were at 23,000, so we stopped, and we put the rest of our points towards extra credit and other stitching. So it'd be interesting to know how many stitches were actually done, but some of them then got churned onto other things. I know everything else I stitched went towards that. Yeah, so the houses, I can't remember the number, but some huge amount of stitching by this pop-up, which is fantastic. So yeah, and that part there is like the corset and a bit of a dress. So this then fits into my plans for this week. It's actually what I'm stitching on today, because I've got to do for homework 500 stitches on a lady's dress for the Stitcher Games. So there's my lady's dress.
Yep.
And she's also, I can't think, 500 on something else. Oh, it's for Magical Stitches extra credit anyway. It's another one of them. So it's to do with the fact that she's a lady in a pretty dress. What you'd wear to a ball.
Right.
And she's definitely in a ball gown.
So
yep. I'm really trying to double dip as much as I can and multitask between my different games, because I don't have time to stitch everything. But if I can make it work for 2 or 3, then why not? Yeah, so that was my first one, and I'm really, really enjoying that. She also sent me 2 other needle minders, which are cute. I love needle minders. And there's this really cute little Stephen medal, and another one which is on one of my other projects, which is an aerial, sort of like a Play-Doh sort of one. She's really cute too. So that was what I worked on the Saturday. I've also joined up the 30 Minutes a Day Facebook group, which is just a small group. So I mentioned that last time, but I don't know if I've talked to you about it. and they have challenges each week. It's very much like Magical Stitches, just different, run by Cheryl from Tranquil Stitches. And one of her things she does is you stitch 30 minutes for 5 days in the week, and you record your progress each day. So for that one, I have been working on my We Are Human cell.
Oh, they're looking like proper people now.
They are. Well, I've already got all these guys up here done.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm talking about your Chinese people.
Yeah, so my Chinese people, so I've worked on these guys for this project this week, and then all coming across here. And this is like a princess or something from Camelot. So there's
okay.
a little knight on a horse here. And so that's what I'm working on at the moment for that. So I'm very excited. And I thought if I did 30 minutes a day on that, that's going to really catch it up and see progress.
Yes.
30 doesn't look like a lot just one day, but when you add it together. So, yeah, I've been doing my 30 minutes on that every day. Well, until today, I haven't done any on that one yet, but I did complete my 5 days, and I have done 30 minutes of stitching on other things. The next one I worked on, sorry, my whips take a while. I've been busy. I've just been picking them to suit with whatever extra credit I felt like, or whatever homework. So my next one I worked on was this one.
Yes.
Grandpa's Pickup.
Yep.
Light, so it's closer. That's better. Grandpa's Pickup from the Funhouse Christmas, I think, series. Yes. And this one I was doing for extra credit for Magical Stitches. I had to do 500 stitches on something that was to do with transportation. So that's where we're up to with that one.
Ooh.
I know I also used it for something that involved red, for something in shells or something. Yeah, anyway, so I've got the truck and started the house.
Something to do with fire, wasn't it?
Pardon? Fire, yes, that's it, fire. I had to stitch on something to do with fire, so that one doubled for that. You got a good memory. That's because you were talking to me the other night when I was doing it. I'm very excited. Jenny's found her way onto Virtual Stitches. Yay!
I didn't actually do any stitching, but yeah.
No, but you at least found your way there, so that was really good.
Yes.
I seriously
going to make my camera work and everything.
I was on there early today, and I got kicked off with my internet, and I couldn't get back on because it's 10 people. So it's great. It's just that you got to get on when there's 10, not 10 people. So then my next whip is a finish.
Ooh.
I have a finish.
Yes.
Very exciting to have a finish.
Which one?
Moggies.
Ah, yes. You added your little moggy.
I did. So Moggies, I had to do something to do with a cat, and I don't know if you can see him, but just here is my little cat.
Yes.
Little beady
I
eyes.
thought that was a very clever spot to stick in some little cat ears and make it fit in with. I mean, you can't have a house called Moggies with no Moggy.
No, but it was making me think that, like, I know Moggies means cat, but I'm wondering if it's an Australian slang term, and then no one else knows.
I don't know.
So I said I started with 30 whips. Then I did the Mirabilia, which made 31.
Right.
I finished these. However, because I'm doing the sale with Sue and Louise.
Yes.
Name's jumping out of my head today. I finished this one, but there's another one waiting in the wings to take over. So a bit like a sale, I can't really count it as a finished project. It's a finish, but there's now another one in its place, so I still have 31. I just don't know which one the next one is, but I'll work that out. So yeah, that's exciting, another finish. I'm getting a lot of finishes, which is good. All right, then I worked on Pumpkin Farm by Blackbird Designs.
Ooh.
Now this one is a lot of homeworks for a lot of different things. One of the things in the 30-minute a day group is that there is a challenge. It's a yearly challenge, but each thing is only 200 stitches, and it's to do with the different seasons. So this one, I stitched in brown for hot chocolate. Should show you what I actually stitched. Then it might make more sense.
Okay.
is where I'm up to.
Ooh.
Stitched in brown for hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I stitched in fall colours. I stitched on a pumpkin patch.
Yes.
It's a Halloween piece, and I stitched in orange threads. I actually got 6 of those challenges done by doing 1,200 stitches on this, which is pretty exciting. It also then, I went, well, if I've done over 1,000 stitches on this one, it has to fit into Magical Stitches somewhere. And I consulted my friends online, and they're wonderful at fitting things in. And they said, that looks like the house at Godric's Hollow where Harry was born. So in the year-long Magical Stitching, Voldemort tries to kill Harry 7 times, and the first time was here. So that's now my entry into that year-long quest. Oh, and I've joined another thing as well. As I said, the 24-hour challenge is on. I know, I'm crazy. And she's running a side challenge where in the month of June, you can stitch any project you want that spells out 24 for 24. So my little red fire truck was a T for a truck. And
Right.
this is my O for orange.
Okay.
All right, so I'm multitasking majorly, which is really, really exciting. So yeah, so that one did that.
So that would work. Teresa Wentzler would work for the T and the W.
Yes, yes. You can find anything in it as well. So it can be the artist, it can be the company, it can be the title.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one.
How much of what is it? Just do like how many stitches of each, or what's the?
You choose your own adventure. You 24 stitches on each if you want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing time for that one because I find that when I'm stitching, I tend to do about 120 to 300 is my normal sort of night stitching. So
I've never counted. I don't know.
No, but you do a time. So you could stitch for 24 minutes, I think, or I do 4 hours. I'm usually doing more than 4 hours, but I count it for 4 hours because the next one's 8 hours. And that's a bit long for what I do for these ones. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. So this one here is my next one. I told you I've been busy. And this is the
oh yes,
Silver Creek Samplers singer-songwriter sampler, but I call it the Do-Re-Mi sampler.
Yes.
All right. So my Do-Re-Mi sampler I've been working on. Mm-hmm. And it is, apart from having a huge piece of material that just unrolled, just to be annoying.
But that's because you want to have a long strip of, yes.
I'm doing this one on linen, by the way, which is actually a bit unusual for me. I don't know, I had a piece of linen. So I have stitched on this for Magical Stitches because we had to stitch 1,000 stitches on something to do with the dragon, getting past the dragon to rescue the egg in the Triwizard tournament. Yes. You could stitch 1,000 stitches on any project you wanted, as long as you can explain why. Well, my material's annoying me. My little girl here, she's a really fast runner. Mm-hmm. So I put a mobilitis, I can't remember, spell on her or on me. That's me running because I look so good like that. I definitely look like that. So that I could run really fast. And what is it actually the incantation I put on for so the egg would move. So I waited till the dragon went to sleep. I put the invisibility cloak on. I crept up, not right to the egg because he was guarding it really closely, but the egg was able to sort of move towards me. I grabbed the egg and then I speedily ran away.
Okay.
So that's my 1,000 stitches on that one, my Magical Stitches homework. It's also 200 stitches for a summer picnic because whenever I go to the kids' athletics carnival, I have to take a picnic.
Yes. Yep.
It's 200 stitches on something that has a frame.
Yes.
And in another group, Stitch and Binge, it's something I've changed because I've actually changed the threads. And in particular, if you look at her shirt, I used a variegated thread for her shirt because it actually called for a number, I think it was 169, that I didn't have. I don't have a lot under 300.
Okay.
But anyway, so I put a little variegated on, which looks really cool. It's actually this Wheats Dye Works,
Oh, pretty.
which I'll talk about in a minute. So that was the one I was doing. And then I also used it for...
And kind of, that's a finish because you finished far.
Well,
you
it
finished
is.
one section.
It's one section, although it's not one whole pattern because the pattern's two sections.
Oh, and then there's the words underneath. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
But I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do the words underneath or on the top. Some people have done them on the top, and I'm not sure because I've actually, when I've counted, I don't know if you can see, I've actually put this dead center. So wherever I put the words is going to move the center. I should actually have done this further up.
Yeah.
But it's only 12 rows, so it's only going to go down to about there.
Yeah, you've got room.
Yeah, I've got room. It's not a major problem. So I actually really enjoyed doing that today. And my little cute needle minder from, I think, from Brenda's Needle Minders and More, which is a Facebook group. And she's one of the virtual stitches. Because it's a musical sampler, I had to put a musical needle minder on.
Definitely.
All these great things. So
that reminds me, I have an Outlander needle minder somewhere. Liz gave it to me. It's one of those bottle cap ones.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Well, you
have to have a look for it.
Yeah, definitely. And dig out that other stash you got from Liz. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So that's my whips. And basically my plans spring off them. I'm going to keep going till I finish the 500 stitches on her. Going to keep going my 30 minutes a day. My little red fire truck is pretty close to finish, so depends on what all my homework is. I'll jump on that. For the actual 24 hours, I do want to try and get through the 24 if possible. At least start the project for each letter. Again, I only have to do 24 stitches on them, so I could get that all knocked over during the 24 hours if I feel like it. I don't know. I don't want to restrict myself to the 24 hours. I want to try and do 24 hours. That's restrictive enough. So yeah. So that's my whips and my finishes.
Yeah. Well, because we do have an extra day of weekend this weekend, I'm not going to say that I will, but I'm going to attempt to finish my poppy one.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's very close.
You are.
And see, the thing is, usually I tend to stitch watching TV. But if I'm chatting to people in virtual stitches, then it's like you and I having a stitchy day. We don't have to look at each other. We can still chat and be doing our own thing. So
that's what I like about virtual stitches, because it's just like having my friends with me, and especially now you guys. But I've been loving meeting new friends too. So it's really good. So what else have you got to show, Jen?
Well, I've got some of my smaller finished pieces. The first one I did in 2000. It was for my grandparents' 60th wedding anniversary. I'm just reading what I wrote on the back. To dear Grandma and Grandpa, on the occasion of your 60th wedding anniversary, 8th of June 2000. And unfortunately, they are no longer with us, so it came back to me, which was very...
That is nice.
I like that. So
yeah.
I did...
Well, hang on. Reflection to me, you have to...
Hang on. That way.
No. It's good there. It's good there.
Okay.
Just
I can just see.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a stained glass window that says God is love. My grandparents' church was a very important part of their lives, and so I thought this was something nice. It was a, how do you say it? Bucilla?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a kit from them.
Lovely.
So
yeah, that's good.
Stained glass window.
Gorgeous.
And Liz knows about this one. I took it, Liz and I went to Canada in 2000 and I hadn't quite finished it. So I took it with me and did some stitching while we were away, because it was a small enough piece that I could take it and, stitch while we were on a coach going from somewhere to somewhere else, or that sort of thing.
Bless me.
The other ones that I have are the blackwork houses that we've both done.
Yes.
So
Well,
I
some
had a
of the
look.
girls were starting blackwork today. They were starting a big blackwork project. And I was thinking, oh, I miss my blackwork houses. Like, show me
Yes.
yours, even though they look like mine.
Yeah, but yours are all the same color. Mine are all different colors.
Mm.
So and I had a look in my pattern book. So they are Silkstone. The designer is Silkstone. So you were saying we should see if there are any more. So now we know who. We just need to have a look to see. So hang on, let me put them in order. Yep, they're in order. Okay. And I think all three of mine and all three of yours won prizes at the Easter show.
We ranked for something and I can't remember who got what, when and where.
No, I'd have to go looking for other details. I don't have it with these. But
we're definitely doing it next year, Jen. We've got a plan for it.
Yes. So the first one is the furs.
I'm just totally in the way. That's better. Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
And if you come in sort of on the side, you should be able to avoid my shine.
Just trying to work out how to get your reflection out. It's not you. No, I can see a reflection of it's the screen. I think it's the combination.
What about that? Doesn't really help much.
No. We'll have to work on this part of
work on the reflection from the
Yes. I just need to work out where to put you. Okay, what about that's a bit better. Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, okay, so there's that one.
What if I do this? Right at something dark.
I think the problem is my light reflecting off the glass on here onto my computer screen.
Right now.
No, it's my light. It's not you. It's my light. I just need to work out how to position it.
We got the technology to work. Yes. That's a great achievement for us.
Yes. So that one was 2006.
Yep.
And then 2009 is Hawthorne.
Little red one. I love that one. We're definitely buying more of these, Jen.
Yep. And I think this one's my favourite. 2010, I did Barrington.
Oh, yes.
And I quite like it. So that the patterns come with the name of the house, and I put the year in, and because that's 4 digits, it fits in with my initials.
Because you have a 4-digit initial. Yes, very balanced.
Yes. So yes. And so yeah, so I haven't hung these in. Okay, I say my new house. I've been here for 2 years now, but I haven't hung these anywhere yet. I do have one cross stitch on the wall, but it's on the wall over, like round the corner from where I'm sitting. So that can be another day.
Another day we can do a tour of your house. Not today. The first one.
No, because in a month or so, I'm not going to be a cub leader anymore, and so I get to rearrange your room.
Right, my bedroom, because it's my bedroom at Jenny's house.
Yes, your room at my house. I get to get rid of all the cub stuff and rearrange things so that the craft stuff that is currently under the bed can come out of under the bed, and then I might actually get to use some of it. And I'm going to reorganize my other craft cupboard thing as well. It currently has black cube storage things, but they came out with beige with white spots.
Oh, that's more you.
It's more me. It's also a bit more subtle because in that room, like all the walls are white and all the rest of the furniture is white, and the black is, it's a nice contrast, but it's a little bit too much of a contrast. So I think the beige, it will blend in a bit better. So,
my light bulb there. When you do that, if you want to find a home for the black ones, if you don't have anywhere, I think I know someone that might want it.
Oh, good, because I know that my sister-in-law, that my nephews have some of that cube storage, but I don't know if they still have it where they've moved to.
Oh, if they don't,
if you want some black ones,
if they don't,
I think I have 8, maybe 10.
Well, I do know your niece and nephew, as in my children.
Yes,
would definitely appreciate some.
Cool.
If your other real nephews don't need them.
Okay. cool.
Awesome. So what else? Any others?
No, that's all I've got here.
Ooh.
Within arm's reach for today.
Well, that's pretty good for today. Well, I've only got a little bit more, but I'm just amazed, Jen, at how lovely the people are in this community. I mean, I always knew we were lovely and my stitches in real life were lovely, but all across the world, there's so many lovely stitchy people. And I'm not nearly as weird as I thought I was. Dave still can't get used to it. He still thinks I'm really weird and he doesn't understand it. But that seems to be common. You're lucky you don't have that problem. But I just can't get over the generosity and the kindness of so many different people that I've met. I went through a few videos ago, you know, the pumpkin farm and all those ones that Kathy sent me just because she had some to give away and things are hard to come by in Australia. And so she just sent me all those beautiful gifts. Well, I actually got some more stitchy kindness from one of my virtual stitcher friends, Jen. Another Jen. She had double N. I don't know if you noticed. Oh, did you meet Jen? No, you met Sammy. Anyway, she was at her local LNS and she was going through their sort of like bargain bin, all the old things that, you know, no one wants. And I can't remember the price I paid for them, but I don't know. I don't know if I paid this full price, which is still ludicrously cheap, or if it was even cheaper. But for $23.99 American, so I don't know, $35 Australian, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't think I paid that much. I got Charles Wasaki's Amish Farm.
Ooh.
The whole kit.
Wow.
So I sent her over the money and she very nicely bought it for me and sorted all my threads.
Aww.
Wasn't that sweet? So I bought the Charles Wasaki Amish Farm and then they also had old time wagons.
Oh.
Look at those cute little people. Aren't they gorgeous?
Wow.
So I bought those two. And then, yes, when I was there, I also bought this thread I showed you before because for my Humans After All Sal, I needed it. And so while she was there, I said, pick me up that. But not only was she sweet enough to get those things for me when I asked, because I have to admit, I always get jealous when they have their 40-cent sale of threads at Joann's and whatever with their coupons, and I go, it's $1.30 here. I'm very excited because Big W is apparently starting to stock DMC.
I've seen that online. I haven't actually been to a Big W since I've seen people posting about that.
However, it's exciting because it's accessible, but it's still $1.30 a thread.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Janet's
where I go. Yeah, exactly. 75 cents. JK Stitching Supplies. Best place to go if you're in Australia. Anyway, so she also sent me one of the new DMC Etoile in her favourite colour. My favourite colour, purple. And they have a beautiful Etoile thread in purple to use for something, which was lovely. I won't show you this one because it's just a chart, but her LNS is a free pattern apparently every month from Blackbird Designs. That's a really cute little house, and she thought of me when she saw that. And then,
gee, I wonder why.
I know, I don't know why.
Blackbird Design and a house. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, this one, a bit different. You'll be surprising me for this one. Lavender and lace.
Oh.
Something like Harvest Lady. So she's pretty cute.
Very pretty.
That pattern from her. And she knew that I was going to do ornaments later in the year. So she's given me these cute little Christmas ornaments, little puppy and a little snowman. Their design works. And they come with everything, including the frame.
I was about to ask you, does it come with the frame? Yeah. Very cool.
So that is just like, I'm just so grateful. And then she went through her old patterns and she's picked out quite a few books and things that she thought would be me. And, you know, you thought she'd done pretty well already. So we've got A Long Memory Lane.
More houses.
More houses.
Very pretty. Oh.
Marry Me. a make your own home sampler.
Oh.
You pick the type of house you got, and then you
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool. And then she
And so
also
you could do it for other people as well. Pick whatever is their house. Yeah. Yeah.
cute little Amish
Ah,
people and stuff.
nice.
Very me. But wait, there's more because she's very generous. This gorgeous church.
Oh, wow.
And she did
And
that
it's
one.
christening.
Yep, and it's got heart hanger in it. And she knows that I
Yeah.
like specialty stitches as well as normal cross stitch.
Yes.
So I don't know. I'll probably change the colour because I'm not really a hugely green person. Susie would love the green.
Yes.
Don't know what she'd think of the heart hanger. Prairie Schooler Santa rides. Now I was looking for some things for modes of transport. Look at all these modes of transport. Santa's doing.
Wow.
So that is really cool. But there's more. One more. And you'll laugh. And this one is called Cross Stitch Treasures. Again, it's a whole bunch of really cute patterns, but surprise, surprise. And on the back.
More. Ah.
So I feel very, very spoiled. So thank you to Jen. Jen doesn't make a floss tube, so I can't shout her out as a floss tube person. But if you want to meet the ever lovely Jen, she is on Virtual Stitches, and she's also in Magical Stitches. She's a Ravenclaw prefect in Magical Stitches. So if you're on those things, you might come across the lovely Jen. So I have a little basket of goodies I've put together for her, because through Virtual Stitches I've learned about all the confectionery and things that they don't get in America that we have. That's awesome. So I'm sending her over a little thank you package of things like, well, I don't want to say what I'm sending yet because,
Okay.
yeah.
You
So
can tell me offline.
Yeah, I'll tell you offline because I don't want to spoil her surprise. She'll see this probably before that. And then one more thing. Well, I had no stash at the beginning of the year.
No.
Now I have a stash. Not ignoring the stash that's in the storage. I know I have that.
Yes.
So I'm always keen on entering competitions and seeing what I can win. A lot of people don't like to send to Australia because I'm not really sure why. I guess it's a little bit expensive, but it costs us about the same to send overseas as it does to send within Australia. It's just ludicrously expensive anywhere. Anyway, I entered in a competition for basic stitches, Jordan and Jamie. I've mentioned them before. One of my favourite groups. And they're actually where I got the idea for doing this Zooming Tuesday. Because they do that. And I won the Springhouse Trio from Maxi Moon Designs. And I love, 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 love it. And I was going to put it in my Mania, but postage was a bit slow. And I loved it so much, I've actually already bought this, I think the Summer House Trio and the Winter House Trio. I hadn't bought the Autumn, I don't think, because it was very Halloween-y, and we don't really do Halloween, and Halloween's not now autumn. But I'll see how I go. I may just have to complete the set. And if you look at them, they look like they're pretty simple.
And they're pretty.
Yes.
Very pretty.
So I'm also a big believer in random acts of kindness as well. So I appreciate the giveaway of that. It's awesome. And they gave me one of these cool little project bags too.
Very good.
Which are hard to come by down here. So that's really awesome. So I feel so grateful, and I'm looking forward to paying it forward. In fact, I'm not prepared for it right this second. So I'm going to have to add a second part to this video, Jen, because we have got over our next milestone of subscribers. We're over 200 subscribers on Shady Tree Stitches now.
Wow.
Yeah, which is pretty good considering it's really hard for people to find us because we're in Australia and it doesn't come up in their feeds. But thank you to all the people who've been shouting us out. Really, really appreciate it. And so I'm going to do a drawing for a giveaway. I'll talk with you in a minute, Jen, and we'll work out what ones we're going to give away. We've got all that secret giveaway stash we got previously. So I'll post a second video with the actual what's in the giveaway. And I guess my question for the giveaway is going to be, what are you planning to do for the 24-hour challenge, if anything?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in team sleep, where you're going to just stitch a little bit and have a lot of sleep? Are you in team stitch 24 hours, team no sleep? Are you in team I have a life, but I'll try and do some, like Jen? And I heard Jessie Marie say today she's in team no bra.
Okay.
I'm not going to be in team no bra, just telling you that much. So, what team would you be in for 24-hour challenge? And if you can answer that, then we will do a drawing probably next week, and
Okay.
have some lucky winners. And I'm thinking maybe of doing 2 prizes because it was 200 subscribers.
Okay.
So we'll come up with some little packages, and I will share them with you once Jenny's gone, because I won't be able to get her back on, I don't think, easily. So what are your plans for this next coming week then, stitching wise?
Well, because we have the long weekend,
Mm.
it's a good chance for me to do some stitching and do some sorting of your room.
Yeah.
It's not my spare room, it's your room.
No.
But I also need to spend some of that time, because I am handing over Cub stuff. I need to start doing some of that handover work as well. So I guess my immediate plans is just do some more of the Christmas one I've started, and try and finish my poppies.
Sounds like a good plan. Well, I'll look forward to catching you on Virtual Stitches, or, as I said, if you can't fit in, jump on the YouTube link and watch and comment. And Sammy always reads out the comments from people who are watching and participating. It's not good to sort of text a lot when you're stitching because you want to stitch, but you can pop a couple of comments on, or someone says something you really want to respond to. She does read them out. So I think it actually goes, the YouTube will go for 8 hours.
Okay.
Which is really good. And then after that, I'm not sure if we'll start another 8 hours or if we'll just keep the room open for the people who are there. Don't know, not my thing. I'm just planning on joining. Hopefully I can get one of the 10 spots.
Okay, so what time for us does it start?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock on Saturday morning.
The actual 24-hour challenge starts at, I think, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
But
it's the weekend. I'm not going to be up that early.
No, but Sammy's going to start her 24-hour thingo when she gets to work, which will be at, I think it's at 10 o'clock our time.
Okay. And unlike you, I don't have puppies or children or husbands to wake me up.
No, you can set your alarm, but you also don't have puppies or children or husbands to annoy you all day.
No.
And feel downtrodden because I'm stitching and not spending time with them. And I can spend time with them, but, well, I can if I mute my Virtual Stitches. That's the biggest thing. People don't realise how much their background noise affects what everyone hears. So the biggest advice I have for anyone when you go on virtual is mute yourself. And if you want to say something, unmute.
Yep.
You've got the dishwasher going in the background, the dog barking, your boyfriend comes on and talks to you. Things happen, but mute, please, because otherwise we all go deaf. All right, well, that's us for now. And now that we've managed this, I think we'll be able to do it again sometime very soon.
Okay.
So thank you very much. We really appreciate your comments and your likes and subscriptions. Please keep spreading the word because we really enjoy making these.
Yes.
Have a great week. Happy stitching.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys. Well, we've had our meeting and we've found some great giveaways. So, as well as answering the question we asked you before about Stitch 24, we need to know which one of these you'd like. So, the first one we have is a Miss Stitch Stitch pattern, and it's Winter Collection Sheep. He is so cute. So if you would like this pattern, you need to tell us the answer to the question and use the word sheep. So please use the word sheep if you'd like to win this fantastic pattern. It's a really, really fat Miss Stitch pattern. Very, very super cute. And the next one is a set of 3 little patterns, and they're all to do with stitching. So we've got this one, which says stitchers know that when they get to the end of their floss, they've got to tie a waist knot and hang on. So there is that chart from Diane K. Tolle original, and that's going to be paired with this one, which is, should have bought it when I saw it, and that one is a Poppy Creations chart. And then this one's a little bit risque, but it fits in with that as well. I love stash enhancements, experiences, and chocolate. So if you love stash enhancement, experiences, and chocolate, as well as I should have bought it when I saw it, and the one about tying a waist knot and hanging on, then please say sewing. So if you say sewing, you get a set of 3 of those. Or if you say sheep, you get the Mystic sheep. So anyway, thanks again so much for enjoying us, and we'll look forward to catching you next time. Happy stitching. Bye.